This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Okay, a bold claim today, and that is that if you give me 10 minutes of your time, I can probably make your guitar playing at least a little bit more memorable. This lesson is aimed at the novice lead guitar player who's maybe got a couple of pentatonic shapes under their fingers and can play a couple of licks, but they're not really, kind of making the most of the notes that they're playing. So what I'm going to do today is throw together a little chord sequence and then construct a solo over the top of that, and then you can use the technique that I'm showing you to play any solo over any chord sequence in a memorable fashion. Let's get cracking. Okay then, the first thing I'm going to do is think up a chord sequence, and I'm feeling sort of A minor-ish. Okay, so what else do we need to do with that? Well, we can just basically, first of all, have a listen and make sure that we like the sound of it. Here it is. Right, I think I'm happy with that. Now I want to start getting a melody happening over the top of that. So what I need to know now is what notes to choose, and well, basically the notes that are in the chords are a good place to start. Now if you don't know about this, a very easy way to figure out what notes are in a minor chord, for example, is to take the root note, and then you've got the note 3 frets above that, and then the note 4 frets above that. And a major chord is the other way around. Basically, you've got your root note, and then you've got the note 4 frets above that, and then the note 3 frets above that. Just thinking of it like that just strips away a lot of the jargon, really. So you could number crunch all of this. Oh, the 7th chord at the end there, the E7, we're just going to treat that as a major chord for the purposes of this example. So you could number crunch all of that, and you could find out that an A minor chord has an 8, which is the root note, and then the note 3 frets above that, which is C, and then the note 4 frets above that, which is an E. Similarly, you could go and find the G chord is G, B and D, because B is 4 frets above G and D is 3 frets above B, and so on, and just going through the entire chord sequence. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to choose one of the notes in each of those chords. And those are basically the, what we want to call them, let's call them the target notes, okay? And what we then do is, let's just say you, what happened there? There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Let's say you now, you should play each of the target notes over the relevant chord. Okay, so we're going to find those notes first of all. So let's think about what scale would we tend to use over this. Well, I guess most people would immediately jump straight in with an A minor pentatonic. So let's just do a little fret box here. I can now relatively easily find where all of those notes are. I mean, most of them, or a lot of them, are labelled. For instance, I know where the C note is for that chord there. I can find it there or in a bunch of other places. But equally, if I know where the C note is, then it's not that difficult to figure out that that one there has got to be a B. And likewise, if this is a G here, then, you know, this is going to be where my F sharp lives. And likewise, if that's a G right there, then G sharp is going to be there. So I'll tell you what, let's just do a bit of old school early 2000s style tab. And now we've got these notes mapped out in some tab, it's time to hear what they sound like, played over the chord sequence we heard earlier. Sounds like this. And now all you got to do is use our A minor pentatonic, there it is there, as a way of just joining the dots, connecting the notes together and creating a bit of a solo, which might sound a bit like this. And there is, of course, a full tab in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with that clip that you've just seen there of me explaining everything and demonstrating it, and a jam track to play along to, and the lesson notes that I typed up. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description. Special little thank you to all of my wonderful Patreon supporters. Thank you, chaps. It is much appreciated. So you can tell that basically what we're doing here is we are just locating a note that's in one chord, and then a note that's in the next chord, and a note that's in the next chord. And I find that most people find that reasonably, kind of doable. Worst comes to worst, you can look it up online, what notes are where on the neck and what notes are in chords. It's remembering it that is the tricky bit. Well, this helps you remember it, because if you play the right notes at the right time, it makes you sound better. It gives you a reward, a little pat on the back for, having put in the effort. And it's that kind of reward that you get for making that little bit of effort, figuring that stuff out, that cements that knowledge in your mind, I find. So, and then you do it in a different key, and it's a bunch of different notes, and they make you sound good over a different backing track. And gradually, little by little, you piece together a pretty good map of the neck inside your mind. I often make the comparison that the neck is a little bit like a town or a neighbourhood. You don't find your way around that place by staring at a map. What you do is you explore, you find out where stuff is, and, then you remember where it is next time because it's been of some use to you. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you found this lesson useful, informative, maybe even a little bit inspiring. And if you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? If you're interested in supporting the channel, all of the links are downstairs in the description. You can enroll on a course. You can join the Patreon. You can buy a Fret Zealot and get a little bit of money knocked off with my discount code. Or you could treat yourself to one of these wonderful things. This is my Scott Guitars UK signature model guitar. Fantastic guitar. I've done loads of videos with it and about it. So check out the Scott Guitars website, link down below if you're interested. But for now, I shall take this opportunity to bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.